Hello, this is Rachel Hillman. This is my presentation for the journal article. Um, my article was Student Success Prediction Using Student Exam Behaviors. So it was this experiment, and they looked over these students at a university and they noticed who was doing really well on the exams and who was failing the exams and what they did beforehand to prepare for these exams. And it was a really big change in those who did well and those who didn't. One big factor that a lot of those who did well had was planning. Um, they all planned ahead of time. They knew when the exams were, especially. They knew they had everything written out, and they gave themselves plenty of time to study and prepare for everything. And I think that's important for a job as well. Um, Whenever I am a nurse, I want to have everything planned out. I want to know, you know, about all of my patients, what they all need, where they're at right now. So planning, I think, is very important for being a student and an employee somewhere as well. Um, Another one was goal setting. Those who did well in their exams, they had their goals set. They knew, what they want to accomplish, and they worked toward that every day. And I think that's really good as a student. I have my goals right now um, to pass all my classes, and then my main goal is to become a really good nurse. So I think that is something everyone should do, is to have their goals set and work towards those every day, and that's your motivation. That's what keeps you going. Seeking advice was another big characteristic that those students had that did well. I believe that it's always okay to ask those around you for advice and see what they're doing, see what helps them succeed, and that can go for a job too. I know for a fact that I'm going to, ask those around me for help when I start somewhere, and I believe that's okay. Um, Time management was a huge factor that the students had that did well. Also, um, procrastination is was very common in those who did not do well. Waiting until the last minute, that's never a good idea. Uh, the students who did do well, they had really good time management skills and they were prepared for everything. And I believe that will also be very important as a nurse, too. If you have um, a set of things that you have to get done in a day, then you better start working on them, early. It's never a good idea to wait until the last minute to get something done. Um, and then you're rushing, and it never turns out good when you wait. So, time management is always important. Those students who did well, they know it was common in them too that they accepted responsibilities. If someone asked them to do something, they did it, they got it done, and that is very important to go into a job and accept your responsibilities. I've witnessed that already just my last few weeks in clinicals. When they asked me to do something, even though I might have been scared and I didn't know if I, was ready to do this, I still did it because that was my responsibility and they asked me to do that. So accepting responsibilities is always very important. The journal talked about freshmen a lot, first year students, and they said the highest rate of dropouts was in their first year. So it kind of said that it was important, like when you first start something and when you first go into it, to see how everything works, see, what those around you are doing, those who are doing well around you, see what helps them succeed and try to adapt to that. If it's a new thing for you, and you got to see how everything runs. And I know that I'm going to do that when I first start working somewhere. It's important to, see how everything goes. And if I need to ask those around me for help, then I will. But I want to try to adapt to their, normal way of doing things. And I think that is something really important to do. I believe that's about it. I learned a lot. This journal was very beneficial to me. Um, to know what I can do to help me right now as a student and to help me once I become a nurse as well. So, thank you.